day from Guadalajara with love. It's raining outside. It's very, very, not like super cold, of course. It's not snowing, but it's raining on December, which is quite uncommon. You know, the climate change, it's quite a thing. Cold and raining. Anyways, we have a live stream because we have the Vlogmas going on in here. Thanks a lot for each and every one of you that has been giving me a thumbs up on the past few posts. I am doing this with all my heart, and I am really hoping that you are enjoying my talks. I don't know how to better call them. Talks? Is that okay? So today, apart from all my business cases, I found a very interesting news story, a headline, and I was starting to read it out when I realized it. These are like thunder rays outside. So if you listen to that sound, it's just the Fangley, ¿cómo se dice? It's raining and storms, thunderstorm. So as I was reading this article, I thought that it'll be a very interesting contribution for the channel. And then I was like, why not? So here it goes. The title says as follows. Just have in mind that I haven't really proofread it or read it previous to this, just like the first paragraph. So cope with me with my reading skills. Measures unveiled to lower manufacturing costs. Shenzhen unveiled a set of measures Tuesday to reduce operational costs for manufacturing companies and enhance their competitiveness. The measure consists of 20 initiatives in land, labor, financing, energy, warehousing, and logistics, which is one of my favorites. And, of course, warehouse as well. Enterprise services, also a fave of mine. Let me know in the comment section where are you watching me from, as well as if you do have any business to do with China. Scheduled to take effect from January 1st of 2014, so ASAP. The high-rise vertical factory at Pingshan New Energy Vehicle Industry Park Phase 1, which faced the construction acceptance review earlier this year. Wow, it's going to be like a vertical factory. That is something quite new. So I thought it was very interesting for me to share it with you guys because, you know, Mexico is also a hub for international or foreign investment, especially, you know, manufacturing here, like USA bosses or even Chinese companies, Indian companies. But it's rare to see a vertical high-rise factory. It's just like... So there's a picture in here, and it's a very tall building and huge one, which is going to be like a factory park kind of thing. So it seems like one kind of a Silicon Valley vertical thematic manufacturing paradise, which the project is China's first smart prefabricated high-rise vertical factory complex. That is so very interesting. I'm just so excited. I really want to go to Shenzhen and take a look at this, like even, you know, take a video about it, live stream it. So let's go, all of us there. So once again, is China's first smart prefabricated high-rise vertical factory complex. That's like, wow, really, really amazing. It consists of 6 buildings with the highest R&D, research and development building, reaching 151 meters, and the highest factory building reaching 91 meters. Vertical factories integrate production, research and development, and design into a multi-level building, Wow, this is like the future, guys, seriously. Have you ever thought about this? It didn't even cross my mind to have like vertical factories, like a whole building where everything is done there. I mean, in China, the factories are usually big buildings, but not like high rise vertical factories. It's just like a huge infrastructure, right? I'm amazed. Oh, I'm so excited about this project, as well as each time I have came here to speak with you guys. I am wondering whether it will be feasible to organize a trip to the Canton Delta, Perryville Delta, to a tour of business tour together. And I will be the leader, of course, not the leader, but the tour guide of these new inventions and business. And we'll love to hear about your interracial love story, if have any. Well, okay, that can be done for a future video. Business is boring? I don't think so. To address property rental costs, the measures include provisions for offering low-cost industrial spaces to emerging enterprises. Wow, that is very thoughtful. So they will kind of sponsor some like new entrepreneurs to come in and get advantage of the whole new thing, This initiative is designed to facilitate customized short-run production, research and development, and the manufacturing of lightweight materials. The measures also promote the use of smart devices to replace manual labor, reducing personal costs. That is very interesting. The city is committed to supporting companies to establish intelligent manufacturing facilities by developing smart manufacturing devices, such as high-end numerical control machines, industrial robots, and smart sensors and controls. Traditional manufacturing enterprises are encouraged to embrace digital transformation and will be eligible for certain subsidies. To reduce energy costs, Shenzhen plans to assist medium, small, and micro-sized enterprises with 10 kilovolts and below to get access to external power systems, facilitating the use of high voltage so that the enterprises will not have to build high voltage power supply. It will also encourage industrial and commercial parks to implement energy storage and engage in virtual power plants to optimize power consumption during off-peak hours. Wow, this is like a very mind-blowing new kind of thing. In addition to expanding loans for manufacturing enterprises, lowering their financing costs is another effective strategy. The measure proposed financing support for small and medium-sized enterprises, offering guaranteed enhancement services. The city will encourage manufacturing enterprises to issue bonds, and those successfully issuing bonds at home and abroad after January 1st, 2024 will receive subsidies up to like $500,000 equivalent of like $70,000. To migrate warehousing and logistics costs, the city will enhance its air freight services capabilities, encouraging airlines to open new routes to increase the frequency of strategic international freight routes needed by local industries and enterprises going global, and provide a subsidy up of 250,000 yuan per flight. Wow, okay, that is all. I'm super excited because here it says like somehow warehousing, logistics, and like increase of airline new routes. That is something very interesting for me, that we have a team right now in China shipping goods all around the world, worldwide, and that these new technologies and new projects with this kind of innovative ideas are coming into place and disrupting as well the way of doing business traditionally. So all the logistics agents that are actually working the way they were working like for years and years, how is this kind of project can benefit us foreigners, perhaps, having an somehow innovative idea to be launched in China, and perhaps you can get subsidized by them to take a place there in this smart city. I just think it's very exciting. For me, it's just, I think, mind-blowing to think about all this huge infrastructure, technology, all in one building. Just like when I was living in China, I remember that's something that is very, very different from living in Mexico and perhaps abroad where you are. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you're enjoying the videos. Is that when I was going to the doctor, whenever I was sick, in China, it's common to just attend to hospitals. And in Mexico, I don't know if it's your case, the case of your country, it's just very uncommon to tell people that you need to go to a hospital, or that you are in the hospital, or that you are visiting the hospital, because if you were doing so, people will be thinking that it's a very serious illness, or that you have a serious something that is just like, wow, hospital is just severe. So we have particular doctors here and some other kind of medicines, homeopathy, I do a lot of that. However, in China, it's super common to attend the hospital for the lightest illness. Like you have a stomachache, you just go to the hospital. You have a flu, you go to the hospital. You have this and that, you go to the hospital. And it was very interesting that no matter how small the malfunction on your body was, you will go to the hospital, to the whole infrastructure, big building there, visit a special department. Like there were really specific processes, as I was mentioning in the video before. Number one, you have to Wahao, take a number, pay for the consultation, which was super cheap. I was so impressed that the medical system there is just so well structured compared to here, really. It is nice to see you sending live. Oh, thanks a lot. Where are you watching from? So then after you register and you pay for the consultation, which was super cheap to my expectation, it's like 20 RMB or something like that, which will probably be about $3. I was just, what? Just for the price of $3, you will be like having an appointment with a specialist. It's just crazy. In Mexico, it's impossible. Actually, here in the city of Guadalajara, where I'm living now, the medical industry is just very big, and here they are based some of the best doctors of the country. Even some foreign, like let's say USA people, they will fly over here to have their medical appointments with some very prestige doctors over here, but it's quite expensive, So this is particular kind of doctors. Anyway, so when I was at the hospital, after taking the registration, Wahao, then I will go to the department. So they had in the same building, which is big infrastructure. That's what I'm trying to make a comparison. They will have nose and respiratory problems, then stomach and this area, and then nursery, this and that. So it's a very huge building with different, of course it depends which kind of hospital. There are ones that are smaller than others. Even in the university, we used to have a small hospital, which I was amazed by, like how the university on earth would have a hospital inside of the university itself. I'm from Texas, not too far away from Mexico. Ooh, that's great. So then you will go to the specific department that you were going to be checked for, like what was your illness, and then your name will appear on some screen over there because you already registered, and then they will be like, okay, my name in Chinese was Mai Chi, and then I will be like, okay, Mai Chi, number whatever is your turn. You will get inside, you will have a consultation with the doctor, and doctor will have you written a, how to say, recipe? I don't know if it's Receta médica. Yeah, menudo is nice. So I don't know how is it called, but anyways, prescription. So the doctor will write for you a prescription of the medicines that you will need to take. By the way, previous to that, if you needed to have an X-ray scan, whatever, you name it, like a tomography or whatever kind of procedure, the doctor will also make a prescription of what was your requirement that you needed to be taken, like let's say this or that, and then he will be like, okay, you need an X-ray, you need this and that. You went out of that room, and just in that same building, there was like the radiology department, to which you first had to go downstairs and go in the registration again to pay for the X-ray. Then once you pay, you went to the radiology department, you got the X-ray done, they get you the results in a super express timing. I was just amazed because in Mexico you need to go to this. Okay, once you go to the doctor, you after that need to go to a laboratory, a lab here, to make whatever studies you need made. And then after a few days, they will give you such results. So this is a very time-consuming process, apart from a very, like, energy, like you have to put a lot of energy. You have to drive to one place and then to another, and then you have to wait a few days in order to have the results. And then you will need to take those results and take another appointment for a doctor to take those results. I'm talking about here. And in China, that same day, in that same hour, you could go out of the doctor room, take your prescription, go to another floor in the same building to get your X-ray, scan, whatever blood test taken. At that same moment, once you pay for the whatever you needed to be taken, and just a few moments after you got the result, and then you will go back to the doctor's room, show him or her the result, and then he will have a deep, analysis of your case and will prescribe for you some medicine or treatment or whatever. And then you got this second prescription, or first, if you didn't have to do any of these studies that I'm sharing, and go to the first floor where in front of the registration was the pharmacy, like hospital pharmacy. And in that hospital pharmacy, you will be like stock up on all the medicines that the doctor prescribed. They had them all there in that same building, the first floor. The cost was super cheap. The prices of the medicines were super cheap. I was just very amazed. And just like with less than perhaps 200 renminbi, if I didn't need a scan or something, or even when I needed, I remember, I will be going out of the hospital with all my prescription medicines ready. And it was very surprising. In Mexico, things do not work like that. To the point or to the extent that sometimes you go to the doctor or you go to the appointment and they give you a certain hour, a certain time, and that is not even real. Like, let's say you have to come at 10 a.m. and the doctor will see you or open the door for you and attend you, consult you until like 2 or 3 hours later. So you have to waste all this time sitting there because there are some others in front of you in line, or he is like delayed somehow. It happens always. So you have to waste all this time. And after you go out of there, you take your prescription and you have to go to a specific pharmacy, whichever you want to choose from all around the city, and purchase these medicines, which are quite costly here, or do this X-ray, whatever, and then go back to the doctors. And it's just so time-taking, and it takes time, effort, and money, compared to the super big infrastructure in China, where you have a big building where they allocate all these departments like dentistry, radiology, even there was like everything, nursery, whatever, radiology, all this, pharmacy, and you will get everything done in one day. Even it will not take even one day. It will take a few hours, if at much. Like, so I was very amazed by this infrastructure, system, process, as I was talking yesterday about the processes. So it made me think, the article that I just shared with you guys, it kind of resembles the infrastructure that I was just sharing about the medical system in China. They just prepared a very big building with enough capacity to have every department that is needed there, the specialists there, the whatever machinery there, and in this case, business-wise, the article said like logistics will be there, ready to ship merchandise with new routes, will be open, new airline routes, and like new fresh ideas for research and development. It's just very amazing. I don't know if you get to understand my idea, but it's just a brief comparison of how much time and effort can be saved when you have this kind of project where the best of the best is just compiled in one big, this is called high-rise vertical factory. In that case, it was a hospital. But it's almost the same thing. In the same place, you find whatever you need for medical-wise, and in this case, is in this place, you will find whatever you need business-wise. So yeah, I thought that it was very worth sharing. I don't know if you enjoy to listen to these new ideas. Of course, someone here say it's boring. I don't think it's boring at all. For the ones that are not making business, it's gonna be boring. And these new upcoming live streams that I'm gonna be making, they're just gonna be business oriented, most of them, because I want to share with you. It's gonna be like a business diary. So I totally understand if you do not share the same business interests as me or as others. But yeah, I know that it might be a little bit confusing because previous to that I was doing like vlogs in China. So I'm not in China at this moment. My team is in China and they are working there. So if you happen to have any need regarding imports from China, export from China, supplier research, and also product creation, product quotations, whatever, I will leave you in the comment section my WeChat ID for you to add me to WeChat and be in contact with me to let me know whatever it is that you are needing so I can help you with recommending you the best service for your need. So thanks for your likes, guys. That is very satisfying to receive a like because it means like you somehow enjoy whatever it is that I'm saying. So that's gonna be it for now. Let me know if also this kind of projects will excite you, or how do you see that project benefiting you somehow? Would you like to visit Shenzhen and see the whole thing? I would like to do so, to be honest. Hopefully I can do so soon, visiting Shenzhen and giving you guys a tour about everything that is being talked in this show, in this broadcast. Lively, right? It will be very, very great. Thanks to you too. So did you guys learn something new? Let me know. How do you like this live so far? Any comments before leaving you all? You must be tired. I would like to listen some feedback apart from business is boring. 为什么你哪里是晚上 Because I'm in Mexico. 我在墨西哥。我们北美在这里已经是10点半晚上。So, if no comments, then I will wish you a very restful night tonight, and we'll see you tomorrow on another episode. How do you guys think I should call this? It's like a show, a broadcast, a live, just live. I feel like it has somehow a name. Like in the news, there is this one person that always appears and have a show, something like that. So nobody is saying anything. I guess you are just watching and enjoying peacefully from the comfort of wherever that you are. For now, I will say bye-bye and see you. Well, not see you. You guys see me tomorrow on the next show, episode, broadcast live from Mexico with love. Thanks and bye.